Good morning, everyone. This is James at Lock in the Value. I wanted to get on as quickly as possible to discuss what's happened recently with the Twitter hack. So this is hitting the news everywhere. There's been constant like hacks from Obama to Mayweather to Vitalik to Charlie Lee, Tron, Binance. So basically, what's happened is people have said, "Oh, we're partnering with so and so to give BTC back to the community." They're saying, "Send us BTC and send us Bitcoin, and we'll double it." Um, Now it's an obvious scam. Like this doesn't happen, and it really. But if you're not in the space, you're not going to know. Um, and I really wanted to discuss sort of what the implications are here. Because let's make no mistake about it, the hack that's happened, this is the address where everything's gone to. They've received so far 12.86 Bitcoin. And they've already sent a lot of it out. So 12.8, you're looking at $128,000 effectively. Which is significant. And in terms of how it affects the space, that needs discussing. But before we get into that, just you have got to be aware that these things happen. There was one I saw it a while ago. Steve Wozniak, a respected name in tech, but there was this Bitcoin giveaway which was a scam, and people got ripped off again. And it's really, really important that people are paying attention to what they're doing and being aware that there is just no one that's going to give you double back. It just doesn't happen. Who's going to do that? And it was a clever scam in the sense of getting all the millionaires and the billionaires to go, oh, we'll give some money back to charity or to you or to the people. But that's not realistic. So how is it going to affect everything? Right now, the market hasn't actually taken a big dive. It hasn't taken gains really. It's just stable. In terms of what happens in this space, I don't think it's a good thing. It's not a good thing that there's negative press. Now, make no mistake, this is a hack on Twitter. This isn't a hack on cryptocurrency, but cryptocurrency was the vehicle that money was lost, and 128,000 people have lost some money. There are 375, I think it was, transactions. So some people have put in a lot there, and that's a lot of money to lose. Now, and that's no good thing. That's no good thing in terms of the people that have lost that money. Even if they can afford it, it's just no good thing that anyone gets ripped off. And it's certainly no good thing that we have people that are going to be in the news now talking about potential issues with cryptocurrencies. The contrast that people are discussing as well, at least it's now in more and more people's periphery, or in people are thinking about cryptocurrencies more, and maybe it will have the opposite effect. I just don't see it. I think this stagnates the mass adoption when people hear that thousands and hundreds of thousands are lost. And you really have got to secure your assets. So there's a general thought that this could lead to a bigger hack. Now, hacking Twitter is not the same as hacking an exchange. The level of skill you're going to need to hack an exchange or decentralized exchange is insane. So, but you shouldn't have your assets on an exchange. Make no mistake about it. It may be a small proportion, but get yourself a nano ledger, get your stuff secured so that if there is a hack, you're fine, right? Get a cold wallet, make sure it's secured on your computer at the very least. Have a neon, as an example, like have a neon ledger, or have Exodus wallet. I'll put the links down in the description. Um, and yeah, in terms of its repercussions, I think they're going to be severe. I think we could see a fall in the market from just fear, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. If there is, it's a time to accumulate, because I still don't think that there's ever going to be a situation where this market doesn't bounce back. I think I had an interview with Robert Viglione yesterday on the Horizon co-founder, and we were discussing a few things. Mass adoption was one, and 10 years down the line, I think most of the people in the space are in agreement that this is an inevitability, that digital assets are utilized more and more and more. We saw it in Venezuela, in El Salvador recently, in a town that's just utilizing Bitcoin for all payments now. So it's all an inevitability. I think we're 18 months away from the next sort of exponential bull run. But this is concern in the immediate, because how do people react? Someone like Donald Trump going to react over the top and lock it all down, or try and over-regulate? There's a legitimate concern there. Because it wasn't the cryptocurrencies that were at fault, it was Twitter. And it's an important distinction, but how it's reported in the media is a very, very different thing. In terms of good news, anyway, because I don't think that is, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, it brings more investors in rather than scare them off, but I think it's unlikely, I'll be honest. In terms of good news, anyway, okay, Horizon, they released their Zendu beta, so that's massive in terms of seeing how that project develops. I did a real deep dive into looking into Horizon when I found out I was going to be interviewing Robert, and I am exceptionally bullish on that project now. I will say, after doing a lot of reading, I think that's going to be a large position I end up holding, because I think as well the halvings in 137 days. You know how halvings have such an impact on a cryptocurrency. But in other good, Chainlink's still holding. It's up to $8. Chainlink's just a beast at the moment. Swiss Borg's having a big rally again. Elrond's doing some great stuff, and they keep rallying and rallying and rallying. And yeah, I think I wouldn't be doing any purchases today, is what I'd say to anyone out there that's thinking about trading, or I think the news of what's happened has not had significant repercussions yet, because there's a lot of stuff that's down. No, not major 6%, 7%. Divvy's down 15, but it had a huge pump. So none of them are down to a concerning level, but I do think the market is not yet reflecting how severe that sort of Twitter hack is. So be very, very wary about any trades today, because I think you could make a quick loss. In terms of your own assets, for the love of God, secure them. There's no point taking the risk. Yeah, because the reality is this could have been a practice run for something a bit harder. And I think this reaffirms the sort of get your cold wallet, get everything set up, and secure your assets so someone doesn't screw you over. Because make no mistake about it, these people are pieces of shit. What they've done is ripped people off for for hundreds of thousands, and some people may have only lost $10 here or there or less, but some people are going to have lost thousands, very potentially. So it's really, really, really important to make sure you don't let people like this get you. And it's constantly happening. The scammers are getting better. The ideas are getting better. You know, having stuff like this is really common. Stuff like this is common. And there's going to be projects that you've got to be wary of. You know, we all remember BitConnect. So, you know, be tentative and probably don't enter the market today, because I think it's feasible to me that we see a 20 billion drop across the market. Some things won't, obviously, but it's very feasible that we see the market cap drop to 250 billion off the back of what's happened like yesterday. And I would be tentative entering the market for the next few days, because I think there's going to be some sell-offs just out of fear. Okay, that's it. I want to get back into doing reviews of projects. Not so. Actually, if anyone's if there's a project anyone wants me to review and to do a deep dive, let me know. Because my goal is to obviously do a good review of a project, and if it's possible, I'd love to speak to anyone that's within the space of the project, the co-founders or whatever, because I think there's a lot of value to those conversations. Anyway, take care, stay safe, see you soon.